Clock is ticking, it's almost that time. People tuning in, excited for the climb. Lights are bright, the stage is set. Gavin's in the back, no time for regret. Grinding those beans, double shots and line. Espresso in the cup, it's running just fine. Heart's racing fast, pulse begins to rise. With every pull, we're reaching for the prize. The live stream starts in a few minutes. Get ready, folks. It's time to break the limits from the first note to the loudest cheer. Thanks for tuning in. The spotlight is near. Let's go, go, go. Feel that energy explode. Rocking this night, we're hitting the road. And we feel the thrill. Cameras rolling, hear the crowd's goodwill. Gavin's on fire, pouring shots so smooth. With a kick of the caffeine, we're making our move. Guitars tuned up, drums are in place. This energy surge, it's a perfect embrace. From the screen of your hearts, we're breaking the walls. Together we rise here, echoing calls. The live stream starts in a few minutes. Get ready, folks. It's time to break the limits from the first note to the loudest cheer. Thanks for tuning in. The spotlight is near. Let's go, go, go. Feel that energy explode. Rocking this night, we're hitting the road. This is our moment. We're ready to roll. With each beat pounding, we're ready to stroll. Audience waiting, can you feel the heat? Gavin's on fire, can't take a back seat. Adrenaline's pumping, the countdown's on track. Double espresso, never looking back. Rocking the stage, igniting the spark. We're ready to shine, turn on the dark. As the lights go down and we hit that stage, cameras flashing like a tiger uncaged. Riffs strumming loud, the crowd roars alive. In this moment we know we will thrive. So raise your glasses, let the atmosphere grow. With Gavin leading, we're stealing the show. To everyone watching, let's make it a blast. This is our anthem, we're living it fast. The live stream starts in a few minutes. Get ready, folks. It's time to break the limits from the first note to the loudest cheer. Thanks for tuning in. The spotlight is near. Let's go, go, go. Feel that energy explode. Rocking this night, we're hitting the road. So here we go, with Gavin at the helm. Get ready for magic. Welcome to our realm. Double espressos, time to take flight. Thanks for joining us. Let's rock through the
Well, hello, good evening, and welcome. It's Gavin Bass 1 on a Saturday evening, and it's brilliant to be back, I must say. We're with the Pure Speed Syndicate tonight, and it's Saturday night. All great news for these guys. They've now got three nights going: Friday night, Saturdays, and Sundays. 2 tiers on a Saturday, and the all new merge with WERC on a Friday night. So, what a league to get involved with, and what a league to be in. Some fab driving in this league, and tonight we are on with the creme of the creme. The caviar of the drivers of F1 are on display tonight here in Suzuka in Japan. A figure of eight circuit, 5.8 kilometers long, one DRS zone, and 18 corners. The pit stop loss time is 22.2 seconds, and the pit stop length is 395 meters in total. Safety car probability tonight's relatively high at 67%, and the virtual safety car is in and around the 50% mark. Very high tire wear here in Japan tonight, so I'm going to be interested to see what tactics and strategies all of the guys are going to use in this difficult and winding little track. with a few very, very difficult turns, especially at the top of the S bends, coming around that left hander on the right hand side and then down the hill into the left. Very easy to go outside track limits there and pick up those 3 second penalties. Also, speeding in the pit lane has been a real big problem for a lot of leagues this week. And I do encourage you to stick those brakes on ever so slightly earlier than you normally do. Because 10 seconds round Japan is end of race, I can assure you. You're never picking that up with these guys tonight. The drivers at the moment are doing really, really well. Brams in P1 with 25 points. Then you've got Keers in P2 with 22 points. And Cloves of Garlic there, right in third place at 20 points. Woots in the Mercedes, he's in 18 points. And the Raging Hawk, the owner of the league, sitting there in fifth in 16 points. He's been working furiously all weekend to make all of this happen for you. So I'm sure you would all join me in saying brilliant work, Rick, and thank you very, very much for it all. It's very, very, very much appreciated. When you go over to the Constructors' Champion, then you've got Alpine at 41, Williams at 31, and Red Bulls at 29, Mercedes at 22, and the Red Bulls. Sorry, that was the Racing Bulls at 29, and the Red Bulls at 16. So there you have it. We're getting really ready for a fabulous night in Suzuka in Japan with the Pure Speed Syndicate Tier 1 race on a Saturday night. So if you're watching the TV, there's a sound bar, turn her up loud, and let's get this show on the road. See you very shortly.
In the shadows where I used to roam, fighting battles all alone. Haunted dreams, they kept me awake. The edge of sanity began to break. Gavin's name whispered in the night. A warrior lost but ready for the fight. Chasing ghosts that dance in my mind, but now I've left that pain behind. I hear the thunder, feel the storm, breathing fire into this old one, rising from ashes. I'm taking back my claim, no more hiding. I'm playing the game. From the darkness to the light, I found the strength to ignite. No demons breaking my stride. Gavin's back and I won't hide. With every scar I wear it proud. Turning heads, I'll sing it loud. From the darkness to the light, I'm unchained, ready for the fight. Every whisper that has brought me down, faded echoes in a ghost town. But I'm breaking free, shedding my skin, finding power from the rage within. Faces and mirrors that I used to dread, fading shadows, now they're dead. Gonna rise like a phoenix from the pit. With every riff, I'll never quit. I hear the thunder, feel the storm, breathing fire into this old worn form, rising from ashes. I'm taking back my claim, no the night falls, I'll stand tall. Won't let the shadows take my eyes. Kevin's heart beats like a thunder drum with every heartbeat. I have overcome, the battles fought will echo far and wide, bringing hope to those who've cried. So take my hand, we'll start anew. Together in this journey we'll break through. From the darkness to the light, Gavin's voice echoes burning bright. No more chains will hold me down. In this newfound freedom I have found. From darkness to light, I rise again. With every breath, I'll not pretend. This is my anthem, my bold invite to join me on this journey from darkness to light.
Well, good evening, everybody, from the pits of Suzuka. It's Gavin Bass 1 back to himself again after a absolutely horrid week. Not spending too much time in this, but just thank you to every single person that reached out on a week that I really could have done with it. Brilliant. Thank you all so much. Also, thanks to everybody who subscribed to the Twitch channel and those who are 100% behind me. I really, really do feel the love tonight, and I am really up for this race big time and looking forward to watching the best quality drivers in this league display their talents tonight round Japan. Pinball Gamer, good evening to you. Bo13, good evening. Andres, good evening. Wom, good evening. LFC James, Macao, good evening. Chris Poole, Black Box, LFC James, they're all in. Mischief, what's it? Everybody in tonight having an absolute blast with Gavin Bass, and it's really, really good. Good evening, Bo. How are you doing, sir? Nice to see you in the chat as well, and good luck to you this evening. Running down the drivers this evening, once I get all the bits and pieces up for this evening, there's your wee mini-maps and your lap datas all there. Warm good evening to you. In position 1 on the list this evening, we have I Have No Grip in the Mercedes. And then we have Kears in the Williams this evening. And then Who Am I? He's a new guy and he is driving the Haas this evening. Rossi in the Racing Bull, and Pulley, a good friend, in the Aston Martin. 21 cloves of garlic, the man that scares all the vampires away. There's not a vampire in sight round Japan tonight, or he will drive a stake through their heart. Brahms P7 in the Alpine, Montecito or Montecito in the Red Bull or the Ferrari tonight, Mischief in the Red Bull, Big Woots out in the Mercedes, TN7. Good to see you back tonight, sir, in the McLaren. Then you've got Matteo. He is in the Haas this evening. Maverick driving the Ferrari. Hydrogen out in the Williams. Raging Hawk out in the Alpine. And B. Daniels driving the Kick this evening. Black Box, welcome to you, sir, in the Aston Martin. And last but not least, only on the list is Bruce Hunn in the McLaren. So let's jump on with somebody on a lap at the minute, and we'll just see how they go. Don't know what was wrong there, guys. I think it was a little laptop malfunction on the streaming software, but cloves of garlic in there with a 127.369. Here's in there with a 127.849. Those are the only two guys in the 127s at the moment. Everybody's in there with a 128, 129. And I'm just going to go down to, let's see who is out on a lap at the moment. Let's see. I'll just turn this phone down. I am just a little bit disjointed. Nice lap there for Matteo in P5 there in the Haas. I'm on with Who Am I? And I'll just see what he's going to do for us tonight round Japan. Apparently all the whispers from Discord are telling me this fella driving the Haas this evening is rapid. So let's see if he can produce anything better than a 127.3 that 21 Cloves of Garlic has already set there. He's taken every single inch of that track, I can tell you that. ...187 miles per hour before he slams into that left-hander into the right. And here he goes. Let's see how rapid he is. Oh my goodness, he's 126.7 rapid. He's a fast lad. Unbelievable. He has set the stall out this evening for everybody to try and get into. I'm on an outlap with Maceo at the moment. Now, I've got a little question to ask. Is there anybody watching tonight from Germany? The second question I've got, is there anybody watching tonight from Germany that has a first name that is similar to a famous female actress? Is there anybody watching tonight called Julia? If so, Julia, massive shout out to you from Gavin Bass 1. Welcome to my stream. And Maceo says, thank you very, very much for supporting him in his gaming with the F1 leagues. And you are more than welcome to be with us tonight. UK, all the way over to Germany. Good evening to you. You're on with Maceo now, and he is trying to better that 128.255, and let's see what he can do. Oh, that's nice round those S's. This is the part of the track where you can get caught out. You go too far right there and you are in trouble. And then round here also, you've got to really nail this. You can run wide, but Maceo doesn't. Doing really well. Up the hill he goes. Let's see what he's like at the end of Sector 2. Round that squirrely left-hander. And up the hill again. Wee bit of ERS involved here, so let's see where he is at the end of Sector 2. Oh, he's half a second up. This could be enough to put him in the 127s. I've got a feeling this just might put Maceo in P3 or 4 here if he has a good Sector 3. Absolutely spot on tonight, Gavin. You're on it tonight, sir. P4 for Maceo in the lovely Haas this evening. Hello from Maceo's wife, wishing you a wonderful weekend. Oh, lovely, Julia. Thank you very, very much indeed. And thank you for tuning in and supporting Maceo. He's doing so well. Really is. Fabulous lap there from I Have No Grip, 128.152. This is a lad that is most definitely improving. Really showing a bit of form now, and it'll be interesting to see what he does in his final run out. LFC James, I'm 8th and I'm Cook Gav. So he's in Tier 2 tonight. So slow, it's ridiculous. Sorry to hear that, sir. I'm on with Mischief now. He's driving the Red Bull and looks like he's on a lap at the moment. He's trying to better a 128.729. So let's see where he is at the end of Sector 2. Oh, he's going to jump into the pits. Just not happy with that lap at all. So we'll go on with Montecito. I've got his name right for once, in the Ferrari. Round the left-hander he goes. He's one to watch. But look at this guy. Who am I? 7676. 26771. He's over half a second quicker than everybody else on the grid at the moment. But Montecito is definitely putting in a very, very solid lap here. And I've got the feeling that just might put him in about P6 or 7 here. Let's see what the Ferrari can do. 8th. Not far wrong again. So I'm definitely improving from last night, because my predictions were all over the place last night. Was not just on good form last night whatsoever. On with Rossi. He's improving. He's going to be in the 128s here. Maybe possibly a P10 or 11. Oh, bang on tonight, Gavin. P11 for Rossi, 128.645. So a nice little bit of improvement, and 4.45 minutes left to go in this session. Maverick is out on a lap now. Well, good evening to you, Maverick, in the Ferrari. Let's see what you've got for us tonight. This lad's always up there and thereabouts, so I'm just hoping he's got the pace round Japan. This is looking pretty solid, actually. Over the line he goes with a 128.8, puts him in P13. That's Maverick. On with TN7. Oh, wow, he's flying. Well, I suppose he's comparing it to a 136.7. So I dare say he's going to definitely improve, but I don't think he's going to go up the grid too much. In the McLaren, TN7 coming over the line now. Gets up to P15, fair play to him, with a 129.276. Well done, TN. Nice lap, sir. Can anyone do anything about who am I? Nice cram-packed, file-filled grid this evening here in Japan. I wonder what the weather's going to be in the race. Those clouds look a bit ominous. Here comes Brahms. Two places up the ways, 8th position for the Alpine of Brahms. That was a fairly decent lap indeed, sir. The Aston Martin of Puli, let's see what he can do. He's already put in a 128.563. He gives Gavin Bass a wee wiggle there. Lovely to see those wiggles from the Wiggly Puli. So on board with the Aston Martin driver off Puli, going over the line now to start his fast lap and trying to improve on the 128.563 that he's already set. So all eyes peeled on top right hand corner, and let's see if there's any minuses beside that number at the end of Sector 1. I'm Gavin Bass 1, and this is Pure Speed Syndicate on a Saturday night, Tier 1, and this is the creme de la creme of the drivers in this league. So let's see how they do it tonight. Maverick sent in a little message earlier to say he got impeded. He's in P13. I really hope he improves, but Pulley has improved by nearly 2/10, and that's just enough to put him in P8 if he keeps it up. And look at the battery energy that he's still got there. He's got 92% left of that battery, so Pulley is going to put in a really good sector 2 here. Oh, he's backed off. He's just not happy. He feels he can probably do a bit faster than that. So we'll go on here with we'll go back on with Mischief and see if Mischief can better that 128.7. In fact, no, will not. He's just on an out lap. Let's see. Let's ride on with Maceo. He's trying to better his 5th place at the moment. I have no grips in the pits, and I think he has finished the night with the 128.152. Did he invalidate that lap there? I'm not too sure he did, but let's just see what he can do. On with the Raging Hawk. He's in P7 at the moment. Sector 1 he's on, so we'll stay on board with the Alpine just for the moment. And he's just ever so slightly up on his last Sector 1. So the Alpine is improving, but very marginally at the moment. Maceo sends in a report there, caught the curb while looking in my mirrors and hit the wall. Very unfortunate. Well, so you are in P5, and you know what? That's not a bad spot to be in. You're going to have a bit of slipstream going into that first corner, so you just might make up some positions, but just take it easy and keep it on the track. And it's a long race. Plenty of opportunities in Japan to make some moves, so let's see what you can do. Raging Hawk coming over the line now. Absolutely fantastic lap there. 3/10 up, putting him into 6th position with a 127.891. So that's looking very, very close to the end of the quali, and looking like Who Am I is not going to be touched there, and he is, oh my goodness, he is 6 or 7 tenths faster than Cloves of Garlic at the moment in P2. We'll see the final standings. Bruce Hunn back there in P17. He's retired, and he is happy enough to start there at the moment. So that's definitely looking like the end of our quali tonight. Black Box maybe having one last, no he's not. That's the end of it. He just ran out of time, but not a bad lap there in 4th position for Black Box 3000. Well done, sir. Sorry I didn't catch your lap to catch that nice 127.669 that you posted. So there you have it. Who Am I? P1 in the Haas, 21 Cloves in the Visa Cash App, then Keers in the Williams, Black Box in the Aston, Maceo in 5th, and Raging Hawk in 6th. Brilliant lap for I Have No Grip. I wonder is this lad getting some advice from somewhere. P7 for the Mercedes, and then Rossi in P8, Brams in P9, and Big Woots in P10. Wow, what a top lineup we have here this evening, and it's all going to be down to the first lap and making sure that these guys keep it really, really clean. Commandare, how are you, sir? I am well. I am feeling really, really much better tonight and back to my old self. Thanks for asking. I know your Keers. Good that you're not having any more internet issues, Keers, because it would have been horrible to have you not racing. You're always very, very exciting to watch, and normally up there and thereabouts. How are you feeling this evening about the race? Are you confident? Are you middling? Or are you just going to form an orderly queue and see how the race goes? Have you any strategy that you want to share with Gavin Bass tonight? I haven't had any information from any of the drivers tonight about the weather, so I am presuming we're in for a dry race, but Japan can throw up the odd shower, so I wouldn't rule out a little shower of rain at some stage because it's quite cloudy out there by the looks of things from the graphics. But right now, you know what the guys are doing. All dry for the race. Brilliant. Thanks, Whammy. 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 76, 78. 76, 76. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, Whammy. Oh. People call this a game, and that gets on my goat big time. I think podium would be good. Yeah, Kears, go for it. Absolutely. I'll be keeping one heck of an eye on you. Looks like we have got the formation lap going, and that's a great opportunity for me to run down these drivers and give them all a little bit of love as they warm those tyres up. Who am I? Very dominant in P1 there on the grid. Then you've got 21 cloves of garlic in the Racing Bull. He's in P2. Here's in the Williams, P3. Then you've got Black Box, newcomer to the league, and his debut the night in the Aston Martin. He sets a very, very nice lap that put him in P4. Then you've got Maceo with his beautiful wife Julia watching this evening. He's in P5. Then you've got the Raging Hawk, the owner of the league, Alpine, P6. I have no grip. Absolutely brilliant. P7 for him this evening. Then you've got Rossi in the Racing Bull in the P8 position. Brahms, he's one to watch, I can tell you. P9 is not where he's going to end up. As long as he has a clean race, I would expect Brahms to make up a lot of positions tonight. Big Woods in P10 in the Mercedes, also one to watch. Montecito in the Ferrari, another one to watch. Poulet, another one to watch in the Aston Martin. All of these guys, very, very capable of making certain grid up-the-way moves for sure. Then you've got Mischief in the Racing Bull, or the Red Bull. He's down in P13 at the moment, but another guy to keep an eye on this evening as they push on through the laps in the early stages of this race. Maverick's down there in the Ferrari in P14 with Hydrogen in the Williams, P15. PN7, 16. Bruce Hun is in 17th, and B. Daniels back there in the kick in P18. Be interesting to see how B. Daniels does this evening. I'm really looking forward to see if he can make some changes tonight. Telemetry's on, track map's on, and the guys are now starting to come very close to the start of this Suzuka Grand Prix in Japan. For anyone just tuning in, I'm Gavin Bass 1 on a Saturday evening for the big race of the weekend, Tier 1 Pure Speed Syndicate in Japan. Let's see if anybody needs to do their driving test again. Can they park it on the line? So if anybody goes grey on the line, they haven't put their car in the correct place and they will be embarrassed. Let's see if there's any red faces on the grid this evening before these green lights turn for the cars to get racing. Oh, Mischief. Mischief misses it. The only one in the grid this evening. Oh, Mischief. Gavin Bass spotted you. Look at that Alpine in about P5. He's pointing in at 5 o'clock of the evening, so he's wanting to get into the inside of these cars and try and make a move. Here we go. And they're off in Japan, and it looks like Who Am I is away like Fury in the Haas. All round turn one. Oh, somebody's away off at the back. Way off at the back. I don't know who it was. Here he comes. It looks like Mischief has had an absolute disaster of a start there. But he's coming good, thankfully. No damage, that's the main thing. And on the first lap, he will have absolutely no problem getting back onto the posse. Who Am I? He's away by 1.3 seconds already in the first couple of corners. Oh my goodness, this guy's in a different league. He's in a different planet. Here's in P3. He's trying to make a move early on in the Williams, sorry. The Aston Martin of Black Box is right behind him, and behind him is Brahms in the Alpine with his teammate. Raging Hawk. Rossi is in P7 in the Racing Bull, and Pulley back in P8. The Pulley's gaining on that car, and I fully expect time to be made here. The two McLarens are going for it here at the back, and that's Bruce Hun and TNX. Let's see what they've got on the straight. Gonna have a look at them all coming through the chicane here. Who Am I's through it nice, and here they come. $1:31.530 for the initial lap for Who Am I in the Haas. So he's away, and he's away real good. And a real good start to this race we've got. Mischief starting to get back in form now, but Maverick, he has made a mistake of some description, and he's back in P18. I wonder, is he any damage? Let's go on and see. Yes, he has. He's got a front left end plate missing. So Maverick would be advised to get into the pits and just take the medicine and get that wing changed. Pulley and Rossi in a little posse at the moment. Oh, look at this. Here we come. Oh, somebody goes way wide there. The Haas goes way wide there as well. Oh, wee bit of touchy-feely there round the corner. Hey, Ben, I don't know why, but he went away out wide on one of the first corners and got himself on the gravel. Don't know if he was pushed out or whatever, but he's starting to make up ground now. He's starting to pull in hydrogen, and he'll be back in the race before too long. Let's have a look at those tyres. Mostly out in the mediums. A couple of guys have tried the softs, so Kears and Bruce Hunn are going to do a couple or 3 laps, I would say. Probably not more than maybe about 4 or 5, and they'll come in. But look at that battle going in there for P2. Cloves of Garlic's holding them off at the moment, but he's got Kears coming right up the back in that Williams. Looks like 2 lads have gone into the pits there. Big Woods and Maceo both into the pits. So I don't know why Maceo was in the pits. He must have had a bit of damage as well. But out he comes. He's onto the medium tyres. Yes, Ben, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm fairly heavily medicated, but the first few days of the medication was hell on earth. But now I'm starting to really feel back to my normal self again. Absolutely, and thanks for asking, buddy. Really appreciate it. Nice little drag race going on here for P2. 21 Cloves of Garlic holding Kears, Black Box and Brahms off at this moment in time. But look at Montecito. He's down in P10, and he's going to try and make a move on that McLaren. But not just at the moment. Past the crane they go. Just look at that. Isn't that a sight for beautiful eyes? Just car after car after car. Oh, somebody went wide there. I think that might have been the Williams of Hydrogen. I'm not just too sure. Somebody went way wide there. 4 positions up for Brahms. Pulley's up 5 and TN7's up 7. Bruce Hunn's made a brilliant start, and Maceo has got himself a 3-second penalty there. So Maceo hasn't had the start he really wanted, but just focus and keep going, sir. I Have No Grip is back there in P12, and he's running a steady race at the moment, and I've got a feeling you just might see him making a move or two soon. On with TN, he's trying to make a move now on Rossi. He's used up just about all of his battery there, just trying to get onto the back of that Racing Bull of Rossi. So he needs to harvest and settle in and get that battery recharged back up again. On the Black Box, P3. Have a look at this. Outside move, but Black Box. Can he make it stick? Oh, he gets it squirrely. Plenty of room left by the Visa Cash App, and what a beautiful move by Black Box in the P2 with Cloves of Garlic chasing them right behind. P4 and 5 are Brahms and Keers. They're having a class little battle here as well. So it's all starting to pan out into a really, really brilliant race here at Suzuka in Japan. Back on with TN7. He's really, really pushing now too. Let's see if he can make a move up these hills. Really nothing you can do here. Just make sure you don't go too wide there. That's nice. Absolutely beautiful. But right behind him, you've got that Ferrari of Montecito, and he's no slouch. He's going to be there and thereabouts. On with Bruce Hunt in P14. Maverick gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings, so Maverick is really not having the best day. Really tight stuff going on, but just look at this lad here. His debut in the league this evening, and he is 4.5 seconds ahead. I'm going to look at those tyres once again just to get my head round exactly what strategies they're using. 5-lap old mediums, lap 6, and he's 5 seconds ahead of the next man on the track. Cloves of Garlic and Black Box are near enough together, and Keers looks like he's going to try and make a move here on the Alpine of Brahms. Let's see if he can make the move. Oh, Maverick gets a pit penalty of 10 seconds. I've seen an awful lot of it this week. The guys just do not seem to be getting their head round the pit stop. And my advice to everybody who may be listening, whenever you're doing your practicing, throw that old time trial out the window, set up a lot of laps and just do a lot of pit stops until you get it absolutely perfected. The yellow line, if you're braking at the yellow line, a lot of the times that can be just a little too late, and you're going to get that penalty. Montecito is down in 9th, and he's now starting to push against Rossi. Oh, look at the pace he's got round this left-hander. Rossi just pulls away again. Lots of battery left in that Ferrari, so I'm expecting a move possibly on the start-finish line here, because he will have the DRS on this Racing Bull of Rossi. So let's just see if he can get close enough to the tail end of the Racing Bull to make it. He's going for an outside move here. Then he might cut into the inside. Let's see if he's given any room whatsoever. No, he's not. He's going to try. Oh, yes. He's absolutely pushing his Montecito. Up the S-bends they go. Now, while that's all happening, it looks like TN7 wants a bit of the fun in the McLaren, and he's now joining that little battle for P10 and 11. Some really close battles going on here, but right now I'm just going to run down the drivers as they are, and sometimes when I do this I can pick up some little battles as I go. Who am I? 6.2 seconds ahead in lap 7. Black Box 2. Bruce Hunt gets a 3-second penalty for multiple track warnings. Then you've got 21 Cloves of Garlic in 3rd at the moment. Brahms in 4th. Hears is in 5th. The Raging Hawk is in 6th. All having a very steady race. Great stuff from Pulley in P7 in the Aston Martin. Rossi is in the Racing Bull there in P8 with Montecito in the Ferrari right up his tail. I have a feeling we're going to see a move here from the Ferrari. He gets really good traction and he's close enough to do it. Let's see what he can do under DRS. Hits the button, off he goes, and then he squeezes and he's away. Really nice move in the inside from the Ferrari. He owns the corner. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no. Rossi went into the back of him there, and Rossi lost a wing, I think. Yes, he did. He lost his right-hand end plate. I have no grip, doing brilliant there in P9, just settled in beautifully, and he's only 4/10 behind Rossi, and he'll get that position easily of Rossi, and off he goes up the hill into P8. Brilliant stuff from I have no grip. TN7, P10 in the McLaren, and Mischief is in P11 in the Racing Bull. If you're just tuning in, which quite a few people are this evening, you're on with Gavin Bass 1 with Pure Speed Syndicate on a Saturday night Tier 1 in Suzuka in Japan. B. Daniels in the kick in P12, and Keir's back in P13 at the moment on a fresh set of mediums. Then you've got Maceo, he's down in P14 and he's starting to get himself together after a poor start to the race, but he'll be happy enough that he's starting to make a few moves now. Big Woods in the Merc down in 15th. Bruce Hunn's out of the race and we've got a caution. I think it's just a yellow flag, a 3-second... Oh, what's happened there? Something went... That Ferrari went right off there of Maverick. Maverick is having a disaster this evening. Don't know what happened to him. Rossi is a great little driver, Ben. Absolutely great little driver. But this guy here that we're on with is a great driver too, but he is having a mare of an evening in that Ferrari. Back to racing speed, and Black Box is now in the lead. Who Am I has decided to pit, and he's in P5 in that Haas with the 0 laps on those new hard tyres, so he is in a really, really strong position, and he'll get motoring. Down with Keir's in P11. He's driving the Williams, and he's eyeing up TN7 big time here, and I don't think TN7's going to have an awful lot that he can do about the speed of this Williams. There you go. Nice little move by the Williams on the inside. Oh, it just pushes that McLaren a wee bit farther. The McLaren getting it very, very squirrely, and that's TN7. Not sure what he wants to say about that, but that was a wee bit of a tough one, I must say. Raging Hawk doing brilliant on P4 there at the moment. Bit naughty that was. Ben, I have to agree, it was a little naughty. A little naughty it was. He just might be on the naughty step for that one, but it's not my call. Really impressed with the drive of the boss tonight. Just look at this. He's just sitting in beautifully with his teammate now, and those two guys are going to try and wheel in Cloves of Garlic and Black Box at the moment. 9-lap old mediums, and they're going to be starting to want to be changed. That is for absolute sure. Let's have a look at the stops. First of all, half of the grid has stopped, half haven't, and then you've got the position changes, and B. Daniels right now at this moment is 10, but I'll tell you, that means absolutely nothing until everybody has made the similar stops. Fastest lap, position changes, tyres, penalties, 3 for Maceo, 3 for TN7, and 16 penalty points for Maverick. So Maverick having a disaster. And then you've got your fastest lap, and that is being held at the moment by the guy who is on his debut tonight from the Haas car, or the Alpine car, Haas of Who Am I, and that's a 1:39.71. Absolutely fabulous stuff there from this lad. He's going to be one to watch. On McKeer's now, P9. Is he going to try it? No, he's not. He's going to tuck in behind that kick, and he's going to just be patient and make the move under a much more easier circumstance. That's really mature, and that's really good to see. But here comes the Williams. Up the inside he goes. He's having to tuck in again to get more drag. Who Am I just sets a 1:30.966. That's a fantastic racing lap as the Williams tries the outside move. He owns the left-hander. He takes track position. Oh, but the kick the kick goes into the pits, and that gets Keir's up into P8 there. Mischief doing really well now in P7, and he's now starting to settle into his pace. B. Daniels in the kick in the pits, and he's putting on a fresh set of rubber. Down to Big Woods in P14 in the Mercedes. He's trying to make a move on hydrogen. that's tight stuff, but he's going to own the left-hander. No, he's not. The kick's really holding him off well, so B. Daniels is really holding his position well, defending very, very well and making it very, very difficult for Big Woods to make the pass. Good move, Watson, absolutely. Good to have you with me tonight too. If you see anything that I'm missing or you want to see anything, just shout out and I'll put it in there. I'm going to go back onto the stops here just to have a look at those. Nearly everybody, bar about 5 drivers, have all still to start. Five drivers still to stop, and cloves of garlic out there in P1 at the moment. But I'll tell you what, this guy in Who Am I in P3 there at the moment is starting to make moves, and he has already had a start. Here he goes. He's away past there already. This guy's got some phenomenal pace in the Haas, and he is only 4 seconds behind 21 Cloves, and he hasn't even made a stop yet. Down to Montecito. He's in the Ferrari. This should be an easy enough move on Maceo. He's going to swing it up the inside, and he's going to own that corner, and Maceo's just going to have to sit in behind and build up a little more battery and have another go back at that Ferrari if he can. But Montecito really seems to have a fair bit of pace here, and one to keep an eye on for the rest of the race. Down to Hydrogen in P13. He's now having a real blast at B. Daniels. Just not close enough yet. So 3 people still to make a stop. That's 21 Cloves of Garlic, and that's Brahms and Mischief all wanting to make a stop. And I do honestly believe, let's see what tires they're on actually. Medium tires, 11 laps. They've got to be wanting to change those very, very shortly. Here's P6. He's wanting to have a go at Mischief now. And a 1:30.476 being set by the MoneyGram. Brahms gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and he will be really cross. As I said earlier, I'm seeing an awful lot of that, and the guys just don't seem to be getting their head around that pit stop. But here comes the Williams off Kears. Nice inside move on Mischief there, and Kears gets himself up into P4. Mischief just has to tuck in behind in that Red Bull. Doing really well, he is. On with I Have No Grip. He's down in P10, and he's trying to chase down this Aston Martin of Pooley. Pooley's holding them off really, really well at the Pooley. Down to Maverick in P16. Maverick's driving angry probably. TN7 gets a 3-second penalty for jumping outside the white line 3 too many times. So he's now getting penalties against his name. But all of the guys up front at the moment, now Cloves of Garlic has decided to jump into the pits. Let's just have a look at his pit stop and let's see where he comes out. He's on the mediums, 13 laps, and he's going to put the hards on. I have a feeling he's going for a one-stopper here. Out he comes. Now let's see where he comes out. And there's your stops now. Everybody has now made a stop apart from Mischief. And it looks like 21 Cloves is going to come out in 4th spot at the moment. And then Brahms is going to be right up his tail very, very shortly. But those hard tyres are going to take a couple of laps just to settle in. And this lad's going to start to fly. Cloves of Garlic, real good driver. Mischief's in the pits now too. Coming out he comes, and he's on a fresh set of mediums. So I'm going to look at the tyres, and there you have them. So Mischief's on the fresh set of mediums, and I do expect Mischief to make some moves in it now. But who am I? 15 seconds ahead in lap 14 here. Just about halfway through the race, and he is 15 seconds ahead. This guy is on a different league than the rest of the drivers, that's for sure. Certainly tonight he is. Black Box in P2 having a great race there in the Aston Martin. Keir's battling away in P3. He's on 6-lap old mediums. Then you've got Cloves of Garlic on the fresh hard tyres, P4. Brahms in the Alpine, P5. Raging Hawk nicely sitting in there in P6, and Maverick gets another 3-second penalty. So he is definitely driving angry, and it's really starting to cost him. Montecito, he's in P7 on 4-lap old mediums. And then you've got Have No Grip, he's in P8. He's having a super race. And I dare say his wife Julia is cheering him on. Here comes Pooley. Now you can see their yellow flag. What have we got? Have we any? Oh, somebody's out of the race. I have a feeling we might just have a safety car here. It looks like TN7 has binned it. He has binned it for sure. So Bruce Hunt and TN7 both out of the race. And we've got ourselves a safety car.
Oh no, someone has bended. Don't worry, just be cool and refocus. My good friend Gavin has gone for a wee smoke and double espresso while you guys sort your shit out. Now, if another safety or bad incident happens, I know Gavin will report it to the highest of high. So be warned, y'all. Stay safe.
Engines roll, the laps are flying, crowd is on its feet, electrifying. But our wings don't loose, but there's debris near, yellow flags, the track's not clear, and the lights start flashing, silver star, here it comes, the safety car. Gavin's gone for coffee, Gavin's gone for a fan. While the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag, he says, I'll be back when the racing's on. Wake me up when the sprint has begun. Drivers weaving, tires screwing, fans all grown. feels like a late night show. Gavin shrugs, I've seen it all. Cars in line, just a motorway close. I'm Gavin for cup for a smoke. While the circuit's yawning, he's in on the joke. He'll stroll back in when the green lights fly, with a fresh top cut and a cheeky side. Marshall, clear the track. The crowd begins to cheer. Engines growl again. The real race is here. But Gavin's chair is empty. The mic's left alone. He's outside humming his favorite tone. Yes, Gavin's gone for coffee. Gavin's gone for a fag. While the world all is waiting, he's holding his stride. And just in time as the cars go full sail, he stubs it out. Back on air, my friends. Safety car's gone, the battle's alive. And Gavin returns just in time to strike.
You suck!
Oh no, someone has bended. Don't worry, just be cool and refocus. My good friend Gavin has gone for a we smoking double espresso while you guys sort your shit out. Now, if another safety or bad incident happens, I know Gavin will report it to the highest of high. So be warned, y'all. Stay safe.
So we're going to have a restart to this race. I don't know what happened to Hawk, but off they go. And look at the inside move being made here by 21 Cloves. He tried it. The Williams goes way wide there. Pierce gets a 3-second penalty there. Don't know what happened to Hawk. Really don't know what happened. Oh, some close racing going up the hill here. So who am I in the Haas has got opposite? Oh no, we've got another yellow flag. What has happened? Maybe just a warning. They're definitely slowing down. And I have a feeling we may just have another safety car. Looks like Maceo is out of the race for some reason. I missed that. But Maceo has binned it, and he's now joined TN7 and Bruce Hunn, all DNF. Yeah, we've definitely got another safety. Definitely.
You suck!
Right, lads. It's now been reported to me, the President of the United States, about safety cars. Sort your shit out and get that driving sorted out. I have told my good friend Gavin just to feck out for a while and grab a coffee and a smoke. He doesn't need to watch this total Ballocks. Sort it out.
Engines roar, the laps are flying, crowd is on its feet, electrifying, but a wing's gone loose, there's debris near, yellow flags, the track's not clear, and the lights start flashing, silver star. Here it comes, the safety car. Gavin's gone for coffee, Gavin's gone for a fag. While the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag. He says, I'll be back when the racing's on. Wake me up when the sprint has begun. Drivers weaving tires, cooling fans, all grown impatience, dueling cameras pan, but the pace is slow. Coming box feels like a late night show. Gavin shrugs, I've seen it all, cars in line, just a motorway crawl. So Gavin's off for coffee, Gavin's off for a smoke. While the circuit sits yawning, he's in on the joke. He'll stroll back in when the green lights fly, with a fresh hot cup and a cheeky sigh. Marshals clear the track, the crowd begins to cheer. Engines growl again, the real race is here. But Gavin's chair is empty, the mic's left alone. He stops it out, back on air. My friend's safety car's gone, the battle's alive, and Gavin returns just in time to describe. Back on air, my friend's safety car's gone, the battle's alive, and Gavin's gone for a fag. While the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag. He says, I'll be back when the racing's on. Wake me up when the sprint has begun. Drivers weaving tires, cooling box feels like a late night show. Gavin shrugs, I've seen it all. Cars in line, just a motorway crawl. So Gavin's off for coffee, Gavin's off for a fag. While the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag. He says, I'll be back when the racing's on. Wake me up when the sprint has begun. Drivers weaving tires, cooling fans, all grown impatience, dueling cameras pan, but the pace is slow. Coming box feels like a late night show. Gavin shrugs, I've seen it all, cars in line, just a motorway crawl. So Gavin's off for coffee, Gavin's off for a smoke. While the circuit sits yawning, he's in on the joke. He'll stroll back in when the green lights fly, with a fresh hot cup.
Safety car in this lap. So they're resetting, and it's very, very tight here at the front. Who Am I definitely holds the lead okay, and he's going to wiggle about, and off he goes. The Ferrari of Montecito is trying to make a move up the inside, and he does very successfully. He gets one position at least. And that Williams goes really, really wide again. That's Kears. Oh, he's on the gravel. Have no grip, gets a 10-second penalty for ignoring yellow flag. Oh, he will be very, very, very cross at that. Here's his DNF, and we've got a caution. So Kears, Maceo, PN7, Bruce Hunn, all no finishes tonight. Everybody's going to get the batteries recharged, and it looks like they're away again. They are indeed. Back with the Raging Hawk and P5. Only 5 more laps to go, and a real battle going on there. Hydrogen and P11 is really trying to make some moves now. Really solid race by Mischief and P7. Oh, there's an end plate away there. And there's a car off. Oh my goodness. That wasn't good. Absolutely no good. And we've got a yellow flag. They're not going to do the safety car, thankfully, so they've let them race on. The marshal's doing a good job there. Look at that kick of B. Daniels. Oh, he just clips the back of the car there. He gets it way off there. So, bit of bad driving going on here tonight. 10-second penalty for Rossi. That's spoiled his race for sure. I have no grip in P6. He is doing very well there. P6 is a good spot for him. He'll be really happy with that. Let's have a look at those penalties. 10 seconds for have no grip in Rossi. That's a wee bit of a race spoiler. That's just disappointing. But it happens. 21 cloves of garlic back in 10 now. He's trying to make a bit of a move up the cars at the moment. Big Woods is having a look in the inside, and he does. That car goes really, really wide there. And that was 21 cloves. I think 21 cloves is carrying damage. Oh, yes, he is. He's lost the full wing, and cloves is going to have to come in. So real bad damage for 21 cloves of the garlic, and that's really going to ruin his race. Here comes Hydrogen. He's losing a wing as well, but he's going to stay out, I would say. No point going in now in lap 24. On with Mischief, P4. Fantastic drive here by Mischief. Here says, I was waiting to resume, was resuming, and he, Mischief driver for the day. Let's just have a wee look at that. Yep. Between him and B. Daniels at the moment, but right now it's Mischief in my book. We quick glimpse at the tires. Montecito is on 8-lap old softs, and I dare say Mischief's going to wheel him in with the 4-lap old mediums. I have a feeling that Mischief's going to get himself a podium position tonight. The top 4 drivers are right in it, and look at the Mischief. Mischief is flying. Black Box leading the race at the moment. Who Am I will be so annoyed after such a dominant race. And Montecito is in there in P4. He's tracking him down, but with that left-hand end plate, he's going to find it very hard catching that Red Bull of Mischief. Mischief just needs to keep it nice and clean. And look at behind here. Doesn't have the pace and doesn't have the wing. The second driver I'm talking about, this guy, and that is Rossi. He has lost a wing, so he's not going to make too many moves with that damage. But look at the gain that this guy has got, P2, and he's just gained on black box. Just, oh, unbelievable flying, this guy. He is on a different planet for sure. And he's going to take this race win. I would say he's 2 laps to do it. And he's closing that gap so quick. I have no grips trying to make a move on the Ferrari here of Montecito. Here we go. .129.956 fastest lap on the hard tires for Who Am I? Well, I'll tell you what. Who am I? I don't know who you are, but by goodness, you are one hell of a fast driver. And a brilliant race from you, sir. Oh, looks like I have no grip. Has made a big mistake there. And the Williams is going to go past him. Just lost his concentration. Good evening, Misfits John, and welcome. How did you get on in your race, sir? Black box trying so hard to hold off the Haas. The Haas is 75% the battery, so black box is going to be history here. Absolutely no doubt in my mind about this. And he does deserve the win, in fairness. He's dominated the race, and the safety cars have just really hurt him. Ross was just giving it a wee bit of what's for there. That's perfectly right. But look at this. Here he comes. Outside move. Oh, they take each other out. Oh, my goodness gracious. They take each other out. That's not good. The yellow flag's up. And who am I? That's going to be a ticket. And I don't know whose fault it was. Not my position. But that was definitely a race problem there. Rossi digging in nicely, even though he's got that penalty and also the damage to his wing. But Who Am I is going to run on and get the race here. But I'm sure they'll want to have a look at the incident there that came behind him with Black Box. The Black Box is getting the position back. So he must have thought it was his fault. So that is really good manners from Who Am I. He has just said to himself, that must have been my fault. I'm going to let you go here. I have a feeling Black Box is going to win this race, but he needs to get the foot down. He's only got 9% the battery left. It's going to be right over the line, the two of them. What a race we have, and Black Box takes it. Who Am I gets a second spot after letting them past. Really nice. Mischief going to come over the line now in P3, and most definitely my driver of the day. And here comes Montecito. He's in the Ferrari, and look at the battle coming in behind him between Hydrogen and I Have No Grip. He's going to drop away down the positions after those penalties. Rossi is in P10, Hydrogen 7, Hawk 8, Have No Grip dropped to 9. Pulley is an 11, cloves of garlic. And then you've got Brahms and P13 Maverick in P14. Kears had a DNF, Macao DNF, TN7 DNF. And what a win for Black Box this evening. Absolutely brilliant and superb racing from Who Am I. He's going to be a guy that's going to be very hard to stop in this league going forward. And I must admit, I've got to take my hat off to him letting Black Box through. And he tried again to take the lead, but Black Box just had the experience to hold him off. Really, really solid race tonight. A few safety cars, few incidents, and I dare say there will be a few tickets in this evening for the stewards to mull over. But in general, a very, very exciting race and one that I very much enjoyed. Black Box will be absolutely amazed at himself and proud of himself tonight. But for me, Mischief has got to be the man buzzing. Black Box wins the race. Who Am I's got the fastest lap. Driver of the day by the game was Hydrogen, but my driver of the day most definitely was Mischief, gaining 10 places and coming in on the podium with the most overtakes and the cleanest driver. Then you've got the race director. I'm just going to pop over to the incidents and I'm just going to go down them in case the stewards need to have a wee look. And there's quite a few of them. And they're all there to see. Oh, what a race we had tonight in Suzuka in Japan. Absolutely brilliant stuff. I'm sure the guys are be busting to watch that back. Really, really super stuff indeed. So that you have the end of the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka this evening. I'm Gavin Bass 1. You were on board this evening with Pure Speed Syndicate's Tier 1 race at Japan. In summary, an exciting race, lots of battles, lots of overtakes, and a lot of incidents. There was a bit of careless driving going on tonight, but as I say, it's not my position to call people out on that. That's for the stewards and everybody else to sort out. I'm just wondering if my camera is actually working. I think it is okay. It's just my laptop, and there's a storm in Northern Ireland tonight, and the wind and the weather is absolutely atrocious here. So on that note, thanks to everybody for tuning in this evening, and also thanks to the lads that run the league, especially Rick Hawk, who has put in endless work over this week to get this all set up, especially for the Friday evening. And brilliant to see WERC and the Pure Speed Syndicate joining forces to make the Friday night race a really, really good grid. Tomorrow we have the World Cars. Unfortunately, I can't cover it because I've got family coming to the house for a bit of a Halloween party, and I'm really sorry to be missing that one. But I wish everybody a fabulous race on that. And I'll just say good night, and I'll speak to you all really, really soon. Good night.
As the lights fade down and the screen grows dim, I catch the echoes of your laughter. Where we've been, through the highs and lows, together we played in this digital realm, where connections are made. From the moment we started, time flew by so fast, creating memories that forever will last. Thanks for tonight, for sharing your light in the chat and the vibe. It all felt so right. Hope you enjoyed the show, and maybe you'll see every song, every moment, they're all part of we. With every note sung and every beat dropped, I felt your energy rise. The magic won't stop. In the comments you wrote, each word was a thread. We wove a tapestry, our hearts were widespread. You gave me your time, a gift that's so rare. In this world of reflections, we're laid somewhat bare. Thanks for tonight, for sharing your light in the chat and the vibes. It all felt so right. Hope you enjoy the show, and maybe you'll see every song, every moment, they're all part of we. Through every glitch and laugh, we found our path, creating a connection that made hearts dance and laugh. I'll keep strumming these chords and writing these lines. With every stream we forge, our spirits align. So as the night closes and I bid you goodbye, know the gift of your presence made me feel alive. In the pixels and colors, a family is formed. In this space of creation, our passions are warm. Sitting here in silence, but I hear your cheer. Every loving heart given is a reason to persevere. Thanks for tonight, for sharing your light in the chat and the vibes. It all felt so right. Hope you enjoyed the show, and maybe you'll see every song, every moment, they're all part of we. So here's to the future, to streams yet to come. With laughter and love, we'll keep building our fun. Together we'll rise in this digital space. Thanks for tonight, my friends. It's been a warm embrace. Until we meet again, keep the hope in your heart. This journey together is a masterful art. As the lights fade down and the screen